Hey guys, so this is going to be my first tag. It's called The First Tag, obviously. I was tagged by, I really can't pronounce her name, and I don't want to try because it just sounds wrong when I try to say it, so I'm going to link her below. Super sweet, super talented, and she tagged me, and I think this is actually the very first thing I've been tagged for. I'm not that popular, so I don't get many tags or whatever, but lately my life's been pretty good. I tried to film this a while ago, but I didn't like it. It wasn't interesting, so I'm gonna jump into this. Question 1. What was my first tweet? Okay, so this took me like 2-3 hours to actually find my first tweet because I have almost 2,000 tweets. So going down, my very first Twitter was like a Disney Freak 1234555. I don't even know the password to that anymore, so I can't even like get into it. I think someone hacked it. I'm not quite sure. But that was listening to music with my sister Virginia. And for this Twitter is I miss my Twitter, and then listening to music or something like that. So that was my first tweet. I always have my Twitter and Instagram and everything linked below. Please go follow me. I'm on Twitter, like, I text Twitter like it's a best friend. I literally just text Twitter like all the time. So if you're that person that's like loves to see what people are doing, I'm that person because every step of my day I am completely tweeting about it. Like, it's a journal to me. So if you want to see real life stuff going on, that is me. First YouTube video. Okay, so my very first YouTube experience was Sweetheart Massacre. It was a web show that me and my friends did for a weekend, but we had 6 or 7 videos up. I will link the Sweetheart Massacre channel below. It features me, Sarah, and Virginia. We kind of had that going when we were younger, and then me and my brother wanted to do our own kind of web show, so I created Disney Freak 1234555. And I don't even know where those videos went, to be totally honest with you. I really don't know where those videos went. I think my brother deleted them one day because I just don't know where they went. It was so cute. It was just me and my brother acting like idiots, completely just being stupid. And then this channel came up and I was like really excited. First person you subscribe to on YouTube, XX Makeup is Cool XX. She actually did an elf haul one day and I was like, wow, it's a lot of makeup. And then when she said the prices, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. So I went out and bought a bunch of elf makeup and did a haul on it and just fell in love with beauty videos after that. First wow. Way to go, Jess. First Facebook profile picture. I will insert a couple. I don't have my very first one. I remember what it is, but I don't have it on Facebook anymore. But I'll just post some old ones. What was your first job? Other than babysitting, which I really don't think you can count as a job, it was Wegmans. I worked as cashier for 2 years, really kind of crappy job, didn't like it at all. I met really good people through it though, like some of the best people in my life right now came from Wegmans, so I really feel like I would be a complete freaking loner if I never worked at Wegmans, so. What was your first car? That's a funny story. My first car was a Dodge Ram, I think. I don't know cars, but it was a Ram. It had the little Ram on it. It was so cute, so nice, so sleek, shiny, silver, pretty. I never got to drive it, ever. It was a graduation present from my grandparents. It was their car, but they only had it for a year, and it never saw the winter because it was in Florida. They bought it in Florida and everything. And when I got it, and my stepdad was test driving it for me, it wouldn't go above 55, and here 55 is your speed limit for the expressway. Now if you go on certain expressways, it's 65, so I couldn't really get anywhere with it, so we just kind of sold it. Who was the first person to text you today? I think it was like a Twitter message I got from Virginia or something like that because I get all her updates, so. But the first like person I think was my friend John. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? I felt really bad because I passed out on my friend John. I was texting him last night. We were just talking about random stuff and I feel really bad because I like completely passed out on him and I was like, Well, that's nice. Way to go, Jess. Who was your first grade teacher? Okay, I feel like super awkward, but I know every single one of my teachers' names. I know everything about like my classes I used to be in. My first grade teacher, her name was Miss Catalasic. Really liked her. I liked all my teachers. I was such a teacher's pet growing up, and now in college I'm just like, I hate all of you. Where did you go on your first airplane ride? Okay, my very first airplane ride was Florida. My very first one I can actually remember was also Florida. I think I was not even 2 years old yet when we went to Florida for the first time. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk? It's funny because a lot of my friends that I know now, I've known my entire life. Virginia and Sarah I've known pretty much ever since I can remember. Brianna, I've known her forever. Like, our families have been friends forever. Like, our grandparents were friends. Like, that's saying something. Where was your first sleepover? I don't remember, but I do remember, I don't know, it might have been a Girl Scout sleepover. What was the first thing you did this morning? Drop my iPod. I must have fallen asleep playing a game or something because my iPod was still in my hand, and I woke up, was like, whoa, and I just like completely dropped it. So I remember dropping it, and then I fell back asleep and woke up and was like, where's my iPod? It's on the floor. What was the first concert you went to? I was little. I was about 6 years old, I think. My parents had just gotten divorced and my dad wanted to do something with me, so we took me to a Reba McEntire concert. First broken bone. Other than fingers and toes, never broken a bone. Yeah, totally knock on wood. Never broken a bone in my life. Kind of shocking with how absolutely horrible I am with like being a klutz and just prone to getting hurt. Never broken a bone. First piercing. I only have my first and second holes done. First foreign country you've gone to. Alright, I live in New York and it's like literally a 2-hour drive, 2-3 hour drive from Canada. So like literally it's like a boom right there kind of thing. So Canada doesn't really, around here if you say you've been to Canada, it really doesn't count because everybody goes to Canada like all the time. Like I have people that go to Canada like every weekend. So it's really not a big deal. But I've been to Canada, and other than that, I've been to Costa Rica. That's the only other foreign country I've been to. I have like a list of countries I want to go to. First movie you remember seeing. Okay, my mom told me my very first movie in theaters was The Lion King, but I don't remember seeing it, and I really can't think of what the first movie I saw in theaters was. I remember all the movies from when I was younger, but I don't remember like being a baby and what my first movie was. When was your first detention? Probably as soon as you could start getting detentions. I was such a horrible person when it came to school, and I still am. Like, school and me just don't mix. I love school, I love learning, I love everything about the school environment. I'm just not good at it. I don't know what it is. I'm just not good at it. I love doing projects. I love writing essays. I'm so weird, but I just suck. Who was your first roommate? I live at home. I don't really have a roommate. If you had one wish, what would it be? Probably that people weren't so judgmental of other people. I really truly hate that. I hate that someone, like, it should really matter on your personality. It shouldn't really, like, friendship should not determine other little stupid things. Like, I really think that people are just way too judgmental nowadays. What was the first sport you were involved in? Well, you know me. You know me plus sports, not a good mix. Unless it's ice skating, not a good mix. Like, I would not do gym for, like, I was the worst person in gym class. They literally told me, all right, go walk the trail in the backyard of the school and I'll just give you gym credit. And I was like, okay. They literally just let me go walking in the woods for gym credit because that's how bad I was at gym. That's literally how bad I was. What's the first thing you do when you get home? This is the last question. I either come upstairs, clean my room, depending on what I'm coming home from. If I'm coming home from a job, I usually go eat. If I'm coming home from school, I usually just come home and just want to sleep. If I'm coming home from a friend's house, I usually just clean my room up a little bit because I probably left it a mess. If I'm coming home from the weekend at my dad's, I usually unpack. So that was my first tag, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Love you. Bye.